I'm John.
I'm Marie.
And we're just coming on. This video is just to let you know about who we are and a little bit about us, just a little bit of information, stuff like that. We Last weekend we weren't able to make a video because it was raining, and what we needed to do we couldn't do because of the rain. So now we're a week behind. So this video here is just to give you guys a little info on us. So I'm John. I'm 46 years old. I was originally born in Jerome, Idaho in 1975. And Marie here.
I was born in Portland, Oregon, 1977. I'm 44.
And we are very unusual for our age group. Most people in our age group, I guess we're considered Gen X's. I don't know about. I don't understand all this millennial, Gen X, boomers. Boomers are technically baby boomers, but I guess millennials can't say baby boomers. They just have to go with boomers. So okay, whatever. Anyway, we've been married for
About 27, maybe 28 years.
Yeah, 27, 28 years.
We married Valentine's, February, of course, 1997.
Right.
And we have two boys, whom are now 23 and 25. Our youngest is Brandon, 23. You met him the other day.
A couple weeks ago in the video.
Right. And our other son, Jacob, he lives down in Fresno, California with his girlfriend. And, of course, our kids are just doing their own thing, working, living their life. Of course, just like we are.
So what I meant by us being rare birds is that most people in our age group are usually on their second or third marriage, maybe even sometimes fourth marriage. Our age group, most of people in our age group married like straight out of high school kind of thing, and of course it didn't work out. And so Marie and I are high school sweethearts. We graduated Reynolds High School together in 95. And 95?
95.
Yeah, 95. Jacob was born in 96. We got married in 97. Brandon was born in 98. Yeah. So, and
pretty much almost year after year after year.
Yeah, we met in 1993. Even knowing that we've only been married for, if Jacob's 25, then we've only been married for 26 years technically, because we got married just before his birthday. Birthday. So that'd make us married for 26. But we just add on how long we've been together, because I was a senior, or was I a junior when we met?
Junior, I think.
Yeah, I was a junior. She was a sophomore. And then I, unfortunately, had to repeat my senior year over again. So that's why we graduated together. I should be class of 94, but I'm not. Oh, well, that's okay. At least I got to graduate with my baby. So, we've pretty much lived in Oregon most of our lives. We've tried getting out of it. Well, actually, not me. I moved here when I was probably 12 from Idaho, something like that. She's been here her whole life. Most of her whole life. In 1999, we moved to Idaho for a short stint. Things didn't work out there, so we came back. We came back just in time. Actually, no. We moved there between 1999, between 2000 and 2001. because we moved back, and then what was it? I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, 9/11 happened, and so that's how I remember when we moved back here from Idaho. Because we'd only been here for like a month or something. Actually, no, it wasn't even that. I was about to go. Yeah, we had just got here, so we moved in over the weekend from September 11th, 2001, 9/11, and I was supposed to go job hunting that day when 9/11 happened. Matter of fact, after the towers fell, and then there was the massive cleanup and stuff like that, so on and so forth. There was still time in the day. I actually went out to go apply for work still because I needed a job no matter what, even knowing that 9/11 was the most horrific thing that happened in the U.S. But I still went out and applied for a job, and a lot of people, they wouldn't even hire. They didn't even look at my application. They didn't even want to talk to me because I didn't care about what was happening to America. And it's just that I cared. It's just I needed a job. But anyway, got a little sidetracked there. Sorry. And then we stayed until 2006. And then we moved to Weed, California for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 years. We moved there for 6 years. And things weren't working out. And so we came back. It kind of, so far, Oregon's treated us well. It's so easy for us to get back on our feet in Oregon and get money under our belt and get our bills caught up and get out of debt. Every time we move away, things just don't work out. So, we both have full-time jobs. I'm currently out on medical leave right now. My hospital stint from a couple videos ago, we're about a month away from my hospital stint. I went into the hospital May 3rd. My diagnosis with TIA, which means I'm at the highest possible risk of having a stroke. I didn't have one, but I'm at the highest possible risk. Well, DOT sits there and says that I did, with the diagnosis of TIA, according to DOT, I had a stroke. So my medical, every single commercial driver has to have a medical card. And they pulled my medical card because of the TIA for 1 year. So I can't drive a commercial vehicle for a year. So now I'm out of work for a year, but I'm maybe out of work. I don't know. Our company's working with us. We're not going to tell you who we're working for because they don't like any publicity at all, whether it's good or bad. Just that we drive transit bus, basically. And there's so many different transit companies in this town, Portland, that we live in. So it's not like that narrowed it down. There are multiple transit companies in the Portland metro area. So we'll just, you guys can guess all you want, but we won't tell you because it's a whole thing. So anyway, but we do have full-time jobs. We make really good money right now. But the only problem is that our debts, since we moved back from California, our debts have been getting worse. That's only because we drove school bus, and school bus doesn't pay very well at all. And we were doing okay. We weren't getting bills paid, but we were staying afloat. And then my father passed away in 2017, and he was living with us, and we were taking care of him up until he died. And we we got into a hole, a deep hole. And so we were going to do the school bus back when school buses were cheap. Because the bus that we picked up, the 2001 Bluebird that we picked up, they were selling a whole bunch of them for like $2,000 or $3,000. And right about the time that my father passed away, but because of the school bus job, there was just no way in the world we could try to save any money or do anything to get a school bus and to convert it into our home. Because the plan was to just convert it into our home, live in that, get out of debt, be debt free, and be good with that. And it just wasn't going to happen. The school bus money just wasn't. It just wasn't going to happen. But now we got really good paying jobs. We get paid very well. But we are just too far into debt. And by paying rent to live in this place that we're living in now, it's just hard to try to get out of debt in the process. So that's why we've chose to start a YouTube channel and build a bus into our home, because as soon as we move into the bus, we're going to be saving all sorts of money, and we're going to be able to start getting out of debt, getting our bills paid, and then start working towards buying an actual house. We didn't listen to our parents. We didn't go to college right out of high school. We didn't. We just. Plus, we started our family a little early.
A little early means we started right out of high school. That's
well, obviously, because we graduated in '95, had Jacob in '96. So yeah, we started really early. So, of course, we've spent the first 20 years of our life just working our butts off, scraping the bottom of the barrel as much as we can, try to raise 2 kids and that are out there right now, in the world. Except for our youngest, he lives with us still, but he pays rent and stuff like that. It's not like he's not our kids aren't typical millennials where everything was handed to them. We raised them old school-ish, and so I mean we didn't beat, or pardon my French. The way our butts got beat as kids, spanked hard, stuff like that. We disciplined our kids the exact same way, but we weren't our parents where our parents lost control and just whooped our butts just to put us in pain. And it was, it was just the slightest little tap on the butt, because the understanding was that they knew they were in trouble and they didn't want to get spanked. And we knew that we didn't have to go out and swing as hard as we can. All you had to do is just walk up behind them and tap them on the butt and say no or stop that. And of course they'd cry and act like they got their butts beat. But when they got older and teenagers and stuff like that, I got a little bit more physical with them. I didn't smack them or anything like that, but when they got out of hand, I got in their face, and when they wanted to try to push past me, that wasn't going to happen. So they're not the typical millennials. They don't sit around and hope that a job's going to land in their laps or anything like that. We taught them to go out and earn it, and go out and bust your behind and get a job, and that stuff doesn't fall in your lap that you need to do that. But anyway, sidetracked. But yeah, so we just You know, we could have went to college while we were having the kids. Like, she could have went to college first, got a degree in something, and then tried to get a good paying job, and then I could have went to college after that, or, you know, because we had the kids and stuff like that. But we were just stupid. We didn't want to go to college. And it wasn't until we moved to California that, well, she actually started doing college courses a couple of years or 3 years before we moved to California, so we could get better jobs. And she does have a degree now. It's really a no-nonsense degree. She kept changing her major so much that she got all the credits that she needed to get an AA. So they just sat there and said, well, we don't know. Well, you got all these credits, so you're allowed to have this degree, and we don't know what to give it to you. So it's a associate's arts. Yeah, an associate arts degree. So
which isn't nothing, but okay.
Yeah, it isn't nothing. She was all like, oh, I want to do this for a living, and then start getting into it and realize how hard it is. We both have ADD. We're both dyslexic. So it's school for us is just really hard. And so it's easier to work labor, high-end jobs where you get paid good money, which is what we're doing now, than it is to just try to wrap our brain around whatever. And I did take some college courses. I was going to get a degree in video science, I think it was called at the time, or something like that. Because I am the youngest TV. Well, I used to be. At the age of 12, I was the youngest TV producer in Oregon. And then some 10-year-old kid beat me out about 3 months later. But I've been involved in television for quite some time, and I love video editing, and I love being in front of the camera. I like being behind the camera. I like doing it all. And I probably should have done something with it a long time ago. I had the opportunity to work for Channel 2 to be a cameraman at the Blazer game, but they wanted me to, and I would have been 16 at the time, or 14 at the time, I can't remember. But it was basically being the camera guy that runs up and down the court during the Blazer games. And what I didn't know is that in the television business, when it comes to news and stuff like that, news stations and stuff like that, that you have to volunteer your time for free until they give you a paid position. And so I needed money. I didn't. So I was still in school, so I probably could have done it anyway, but oh well. And I had a choice to go into the Marine Corps too. I was going to do that. But Jacob was born, and so my choice was either join the Marines and bring her and Jacob with, and then of course, Brandon would have came along eventually too. And maybe our lives would have changed. Maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? The first Gulf War had ended, and if I would have just done just 4 years and got out, then it would have been like 2 years after that the second Gulf War started. So I wouldn't have been. It would have been during peacetime, so I wouldn't have been involved in any war or anything like that. So, but there's sometimes I wish I would have still went into the Marine Corps. Marie's getting sleepy. But I like to talk about myself. She doesn't like talking about herself that much.
It's just getting a little bit late.
Yeah, it is. It's almost 10 o'clock.
I hope I haven't fallen asleep on you guys. It might look like I have, but I'm trying to stay in the zone here.
My voice will put her to sleep at any time. It's amazing.
It's not that he's boring.
No,
it's not.
Just, she loves the sound of my voice, and it puts her to sleep. But I don't know if this video is good enough or not. Don't know if it's entertaining or not. But I just figured we'd come on and just tell you a little bit about us and who we are. But yeah, we met in high school. We're high school sweethearts. We got 2 kids. They're grown. And now we just I gotta get healthier. I do have I am on the right med, so I got plaque buildup in some of my arteries and plaque buildup in my brain, which could cause a stroke. So I'm on the right meds to clean all that up, and I've got some protein vitamins that I need to take, but I'm afraid because of my high blood pressure and the chance that I'm at a stroke that it's going to possibly harm me than help me. I do need to lose some weight, which I'm going to, but I think I've already made the decision that I'm going to wait till I'm done taking these meds, so in that way I know that everything's clear and I can do what I need to do to get this weight off and get myself healthier. And the only person to blame is me. It's so much easier to eat cheap fast food than it is to actually cook for yourself and make sandwiches and stuff like that, which I'm doing that now. I'm preparing all my foods for myself. But anyway, yeah, we got another, hopefully 20 years to go, and hopefully we can get a house and everything else, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to try to do more videos. I might split. We worked the past 2 days. I might split that up and post 2 different videos in the week.
Just to let you all know, the comment John made a few moments ago that I don't really like talking about myself a whole lot. It's not exactly that. It's just that I really didn't have much going on in my life as I was growing up. So basically it's my parents, they divorced. My dad was a horrible, awful man. And our mom raised me and my brother all by herself. And, well, some people that know me might call me or consider me as a little Miss Goody Two-Shoes type, but
no,
I wasn't in any way, shape, or form that way. And years ago, before our grandparents died, when my brother and I were in our teens, we were with our grandparents a lot while our mom worked, because obviously she was a single mom, and then so as we were growing up a little bit, then well, I forgot the years that our grandparents passed, but after they passed, well, of course we were a little bit older then, and then my brother and I, of course, grew up, got married, had kids, so on and so forth. So that's why there's really not a whole lot to talk about in my life. It's just, I kind of consider my life boring, but
well, it's not that her life was boring, and it's not that people would consider her goody two-shoes. Technically, she would be considered as a deprived child. Because like me, when I was growing up, my parents saved every penny they got, but they understood the fact of you need to go out and have some fun every once in a while. So my dad would take me to movies or monster truck shows and stuff like that, so on and so forth. And my parents were together for most of the time until we moved to Portland, and then they split up. My mom's still alive. She lives in Idaho with my oldest sister. But where was I going with this? Oh, so her mom understood. Her mom's way of thinking is just put all the money away. Don't go out and have fun. Don't do this. Don't do that. So she really never did anything. The only way she actually ever went off and did anything with anybody as if it was a family friend and they were taking their kid out to go to do something or something like that. But she never got to go to a concert. She never went to a monster truck show. I took her to her first concert. I want to say it was Diamond Rio, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I took her to Diamond Rio for the very first time. Took her to her first monster truck show. And she loved that. She loved the monster trucks. She loved Diamond Rio, too.
But when we were kids, we did have the best awesome Christmases because of how much our mom worked.
She would spoil them during Christmas time. But during the rest of the year, trying to get money to go to a concert or something like that, her mom's like, no, we ain't got the money. Because she was just socking it away, saving it for a rainy day.
And getting bills paid, just trying to live, so on and so forth.
Yeah, exactly. And that too, but ever since we met, I've opened her eyes to the world. I've shown her a lot of things that she never really got to see as a kid. So that's good too.
So that's pretty much me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway.
Hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah, hopefully. Not that it was very entertaining or anything like that, but at least
just a little bio.
Yeah, but just a little bio on us and who we are and what we're doing and why we're doing the bus and so on and so forth. We really need to get out of debt, and this, and there's some people that have come to us and they sat there and said, well, all this money that you saved that you put towards the bus, why don't you just put it towards your bills? And it's all like, well, the amount of bills that we have, we need to be somewhat stable in some way. And the bus, it's going to be perfect because we don't have any rent or anything like that. So all the money that's coming in just starts going and paying our bills and paying our debt. And the only thing that's gonna kill us the most is our student loans.
I regret.
Yeah, her student loan. Well, that was the only way we were going to be able to live in Weed. We had to have those student loans because California doesn't understand that small towns don't make the money that big towns do. And if they do understand it, then their politicians don't care. So a gallon of milk in Weed, California was like $5, something like that, $6. Where here in Portland, it's like
less than $3.
Yeah, it's less than $3. Plus we were living in Weed during the whole gas price thing. So the highest that the gas got in Weed,
I think it got just over $4.
No, it was 7 or 8.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was just over $4.
I was working at the gas station. I know. It was we got about $7 to $8 a gallon. Put your hand down. But anyway, it's just the cost of living in California was just horrendous. And so we needed the student loans to be able to live. Otherwise, there was no way in the world it was going to happen. And so I was ready to move out of there in a heartbeat. Her brother lives there, so she wanted to be close to her brother, and it's just that at the cost of our relationship and our sanity per se, she finally realized that living in Weed is not helping anything. And that we're just getting worse in debt and everything else. So we finally came back to Portland, but just a little bit more side bio there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so anyway, hopefully this is a little bit entertaining. And we're back at it. We were at the bus yesterday and today working on it. You'll see that video next Friday. And I'll try to see what I can do about getting a couple more videos up. I might split this video and post 2 different days instead of just doing Friday. And then I got to start a TikTok account for the bus. Because TikTok is the main social media thing now. And we were doing really good. We were getting a lot of views in the beginning. But that's only because I was posting videos on Facebook. And we were getting like 35 views on there. And then as soon as I stopped posting the videos on Facebook, we only get like 6, 7, 8 views. And we need this YouTube channel to kind of take off. And so we need to branch out to as much as we can. We do have an Instagram account. As you already know, it's in the description on the YouTube channel. And I was hoping Instagram is going to help us out a little bit. We're getting a lot of followers on Instagram, but the only problem is the more I look at the followers and stuff like that, I think they're all bots, robots. So, I mean, we've got like...
Robots?
Yeah, it's... I'll explain it after the camera's off. Oh. But... I think that's what most of the followers are. I think they're just bots. They're not actual people. So, but that's okay. It's just Instagram. So, but yeah, I got to see about starting a TikTok account for our bus build, and then start posting some of the stuff on that, and hopefully TikTok will help take it off, or help the YouTube channel take off. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. She's going to fall asleep. And I'm going to sit up and download this video to my iPad and then edit it really quick so I can download it for tomorrow for Friday in 2 hours. So that'll be fun.
Sorry. It is time for bed.
She getting sleepy.
Anyway, I guess until next time, you guys all out there have a good sleep. Get some rest.
Yeah. It's 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for us right now. So.
And then otherwise we'll see you back out of the bus.
Sorry.
See, there he goes.
Yeah. Well, that's only because I'm just sitting here. But as soon as I start moving around and getting things downloaded and stuff like that, I'll wake up. So. Alrighty, folks. Have a good one, and we'll see you next Friday. Or we'll maybe see you sometime in the middle of the week.
Catch you on the fly, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. Catch you on the fly. So, alrighty.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.